What's going on, guys? Victor here, and today I got a really cool catch, clean, and cook for you with a ton of different species. I'm gonna whip up some ceviche later, and I'm out here in the beautiful Florida Keys. I just got done fishing with my buddies Stanley and Anthony a few days ago. Got a bunch of fish in there, some lobster diving, just a really cool video. But I gotta give a huge shout out to the Ridge Wallet for sponsoring this video because they send us to cool places like this. Now, these are all RFID blocking wallets. They're minimalist style design, and I love them because they're sleek. I carry the bare essentials. I got everything in here, my driver's license, credit cards, a little bit of cash, all you need. I hate carrying a ton of stuff when I'm on the go, so they're perfect for my lifestyle. If you guys want, you can save 10%. Use my code Landshark and save 10% off your order. I will link them down in the description box below. Now let's get to fishing. What is going on, guys? Victor here from beautiful Big Pine Key in the Florida Keys. I'm with my two buds. We got Anthony today.
How you doing?
And
Stanley. You've seen me before.
Stanley's my buddy from the Navy, and he's on leave right now, so he came down, booked a place at his childhood campground, and we just got 2 days fishing with my boys. We're gonna fish the bridges, and right now we are looking to get some bait, trying to catch pinfish, ballyhoo, and then we're gonna head over to the big bridge and hopefully get on some muttons. All right, so Stanley's got the Ceviche on, and this is what we're looking for.
A little bit
Pinfish.
smaller though.
Yeah, these are a little bit big. Those size are good for tarpon. Oh, I guess he made in live. Well, those size are good for tarpon, but we're looking for like candy size ones around this big for bigger mangroves and muttons. And that's what we're after. All right, and then what we like to do is tip the Ceviche hooks with squid, because they will eat the hooks plain if you chum, but if you put a little squid on, you're almost guaranteed to catch a pinfish. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. All right, Stan the man, make it happen. Oh, they're loading up.
You got two on there.
Or three. No, you got two.
Just like that.
All right, guys, we're towards the end of our bait mission. There's our pinfish. Let me show you a good sized one. Don't get stabbed right here. So this is what we're after. These are like little palm-sized pinfish, which are perfect for bigger mangroves and muttons. The bigger pinfish like this, they work, but you get more bites on the smaller ones. More things can fit them in their mouth. These are great for tarpon, snook, and stuff like that. A mutton will eat that, but we definitely want the smaller ones.
Those are perfect.
Oh, yeah, that's what we want right there. Stanley's coming through.
Riding out, baby.
All right, guys, we just rolled up to the spot. This is Bahia Honda Bridge, and Stanley says that he has caught a ton of muttons here. I know there's a lot of muttons around the bridges, and we're fishing this really deep channel because when you're running, like when you guys saw the drone footage, it's very shallow, and then all these fish will funnel in. And the Keys bridges are a really incredible fishery because you have the Atlantic and Gulf connected on both sides. So you have fish funneling from the Gulf to the Atlantic and Atlantic to the Gulf, and it just creates a really big diversity of species. So let's get some baits in the water and see what we can pull up. All right, so this is what I'm working with. We got these really small circle hooks, 2-0 mustad circle hook, 30-pound leader bullbuster, about 12 feet of it, and then an 8-ounce weight that's swinging wildly out of control back here. This is what I got for bait. This is that little candy-sized pinfish I was telling you guys about. Take our hook and hook him right through the nose right here. There's a little spot you can hook him in the nose, and now he's secure on there.
We got our 3 average spread.
Yeah, we do.
Pink,
on all 3
blue,
Conley rods.
Silver, all on Conley rods.
Oh yeah, there's a fish. Yep.
Nice. Is that a muffin?
Feels like it. Look at him running.
Yeah.
That's a good fish. Hell yeah, he's running fast. Nice.
That's not a shark.
That ain't no shark. Look at those head shakes.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably a mutton, man.
Dude, if that's a mutton, that's a nice mutton. Uh-oh.
He rock you?
He got me in some kind of structure.
Probably black.
I got took.
Grouper.
Yeah, he's in some kind of structure for sure.
Go slack on him.
That didn't take long. That was that second cast back down, you know? All right, so I got it in free spool now. Hopefully it swims out. I still feel him. He's on there. Come on, come out. He's out, he's out.
You got him out?
Yep.
The tip, guys, right there. If you ever get rocked up, just go slack on them. They'll swim out sometimes.
That's right. Oh, dude, this is gonna be good. Whatever it is.
Is it grouper season?
Nope. I don't think grouper season opens up May 1st. This is a good fish. Yep. Come to me. Oh, he got eaten by a shark or something. Look at that.
Yeah, he just got eaten.
Oh, he got eaten by a shark for sure. Look at that. Yep, complete dead weight and just started taking off slow. You're not kidding about sharks here.
I told you, they're everywhere.
That is definitely a shark. Look at that. Just straight dead weight. Hopefully he gives me back half of my fish.
You're gonna get half back, maybe.
Give it to me.
Oh no. He's not playing nice with you, Vic.
Dude. And this is still that same fish.
It's that same fish. You got a nice one. Oh, that had to have been a shark, man.
Whatever I just lost, man.
He got shark.
That was good.
That was a nice bite.
That was either a big black or a big mutton.
Yeah.
That was entertaining.
I mean, it's just frayed shark.
Yeah.
Because I got
his
that
tail
fish.
was rubbing on it.
Yep, I got that fish out, and then it started charging this way, and then it went from being really slack to really tight and just dead weight.
Yeah.
All right, let me show you guys what we're doing now. We got these little Pompano jigs. This is the actual jig. Then you have this little fly, this little feather thing, and it's tied in the loop of the loop knot right there. And we're just bouncing it off the bottom. And my theory is, I think they think it's a little shrimp popping off the bottom. So let's see what we can catch. Yeah, Anthony's on!
What's the limit of Pompano?
6 per person. Anthony's on! Get him, brother! Pompano!
Pompano, baby.
On the new Conley rods. How you like it?
Love it. Nice little bend to it.
Dude, they're all keeper. They're all good sized Pompano too.
I don't have a feather on mine.
Well, you're getting them.
I'm still getting them.
This is fun. Anthony said he's never eaten Pompano before, but he's gonna go home with Pompano today. So this is what we're doing. I'll show you guys. Point the camera that way. Just cast it out into the middle of the current. And then kind of just popping it off the ball.
I guarantee you that's what he's doing.
Yeah. And I kind of do like a double bounce, and it'll flutter on the way down. And a lot of times leave it on the way down. Oh, there it is. Nice. That is a stud moonfish. Stud moonfish. Look at that. Anthony, you ever eat moonfish? You want to take fish home, right? All right, you're going home with a smorgasbord of fish. We got like everything in the cooler right now. Margates, grunts, moonfish, pompano. Oh, I need something big. This is big.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're saying little.
Permit.
This might be a permit, not even good.
Dude, I bet it is a permit. Or a big
I
crabby.
wouldn't be surprised. Just don't go and
Oh!
there we go. That ain't a pompano again. I don't know what that is. I keep hooking these big fish. And it's going straight towards that fire. Come on, turn this way. Come on, this way. Dude, it went down. I think that might have been a snapper. It went into a rock. It's not moving anymore.
Really?
Yeah, look. I always want to just know what these fish are that we lose that are mysterious.
The fish?
Yeah.
You got Goliath?
That's a fish. Anthony's got a good fish on.
Fish, boys.
Yeah, that's a fish. Get him, man.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Get him, man. You got him. Oh.
It was probably a fish that had been wrapped up for a while, though.
There we go. Stands on. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, it's the pompanos jumping on top. Dude, that's a big one. Is that a permit? That's a big pompano. Get him in, get him in, get him in. Heck yeah. That's the biggest one of the day. Woo. Dude, that's a stud, Stan. That's a good one. That's over 15 inches for sure. Huh? What? Yeah. I think I fell hook.
Mooney.
Is it him?
Another big Mooney.
Look, barely hooked in the lips. Anthony, you went from never eating moonfish and pompano to eating both in one day. These are stud moonfish. Big Mooney on the pompano jig.
Whoa, whoa! Pass.
Oh, he's dogging! What? I had to set the hook for you.
Second hook.
Get him out, get him out. Is he in the rock?
No, he's massive, whatever he is. He's massive. Oh, I think he got eaten by a grouper. Yep.
Got Ian?
Flies in.
Really?
Yeah. There's no way. He was going this way, I was fighting him, and then boom, and just straight into the piling.
Well, whatever Stanley lost got eaten by a grouper. Sounds like it. Caught this little guy as I was reeling in. Anthony, you want mackerel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got Stanley and Anthony just jumped in the water, and it's actually, I think we got like a week and a half left of lobster season in Florida for Florida spiny lobster. It ends March 31st. So we got our very last shot at getting some bugs, which are a real delicacy down here in Florida, and they're pretty much everywhere in the Florida Keys. This is a really big hotspot for them. Hope you guys enjoyed this dive footage, and then I will see you guys back out of the water, and hopefully we can make some ceviche out of them either today or tomorrow on the boat. See you guys there. Now, I don't have a ton of dive footage, but I figured I'd throw it in there, mix it up a little bit, and show you guys a little bit of the underwater world, and the Keys reefs are just too pretty not to include. So this first thing we got right here, this is a big old Moray Eel, and these guys are very territorial. You see how he came up and just checked me out, but then they're pretty shy, so as long as you give them their distance, they'll go back in the rock. And then these fish you see right here, these are grunts, and this is actually what's going to go in our ceviche later. Very plentiful, actually a really pretty fish, but they are often regarded as a trash fish, and not very many people keep them, but I want to show you guys how tasty they are later with this ceviche. So the fish you guys just saw escape, that is a little black grouper, and this guy was hanging around pretty much every single coral head we checked out. And what they'll do is they'll be out in the open. When they see you, they'll really rush into these little coral heads and rocks and crevices, and they'll kind of just stare at you from a distance. Grouper were out of season right now, but this guy was way too small to shoot anyway. And then this is the only lobster we saw out of the dive, but honestly I was kind of happy because the water was freezing for us Florida boys. Only lasted about 30 minutes, so here is a big old lobster right here. GoPro actually froze when we went to catch him, but I still wanted to show you guys this. And then if you look up here on the upper left, there's a little Spanish lobster kind of hanging up in the rock right there, and that's exactly what lobster are known for. Cheers, guys.
Bigger man.
He is.
You would love.
They win.
Nice lobster, wow.
Yeah, it's a big one. So the fillet table we were at was actually very noisy, so I didn't record anything there, so bear with me on the voiceover. And as you guys see, we caught a ton of species, and that is what I love about the Keys, is that you always get a ton of species. So the very first thing we're filleting here is a porgy. Snow white meat. If you guys ever catch these are delicious. They are not trash fish, and just very plentiful as well. And then this guy right here, this is a black Margate, also very good. You don't get a lot of meat off of them, but they are very tasty as well. See those fillets? They look really good. Very similar to a mangrove snapper, I'd say. And then this is a Serie Mackerel. We catch plenty of these at home as well as in the Keys. And then this, the star of the show, the little grunt. I'm gonna do a separate grunt catch and cook in the future, but I wanted to include him in the ceviche. Now, grunts are not regulated down where we live, so you can keep 2 per person or 100 pounds per day, whichever is greater. And the only downside to these guys is the fact that there's so little, you have to catch a ton of them to make a good meal out of them. But let me tell you, very good fillets on them, minimal bloodline, not fishy whatsoever, so I highly recommend trying them. And then this right here, this is a pompano. This right here is a moonfish, also called a look down. I've done a catch and cook with one of these guys too. Very good fillets on them. They kind of look crazy, so a lot of people are intimidated by them. All right, guys, so at the lodge that we're at Big Pine Key. I met some subscribers. You guys want to say hi?
Hi.
What's your names?
RJ. Braden. Nolan.
And these guys have been fishing all day. What you guys been catching?
We've been catching pinfish, we lost a small shark, and we've been catching mangrove snapper and grunts.
So you guys got to wish them luck so they catch something big, all right? It was really nice to meet you guys. All right, it is ceviche time, and for those of you who don't know what ceviche is, you're basically cooking your fish, shrimp, squid. People make it with all sorts of seafood in lime, lemon juice, or in a combination of both. So the citric acid in the lime or lemon juice actually cooks the fish, so there's no heat involved, but it's a safe way to eat fish. It's a fresh way to eat fish and seafood, and a very healthy one as well. And what you guys are gonna see is you want to use a firmer fish, I'd say, unless you're going to eat your ceviche that day. If you're going to let it sit in the fridge, I definitely use a firmer fish because it will become very mushy with time. So the first thing I'm cutting up is actually ocean tally that we caught on a trip after I went with Stanley and Anthony. This right here is some porgy, very beautiful fillets, really firm. And then I also added some lobster to this, which you guys are about to see. Right here in my hand, this is the lobster. Lobster is very good for ceviche, and it will hold together for days and days in the fridge because it's a firmer meat. Now this right here is the grunt, and as you guys see, it looks very much like snapper fillets. And another key thing to making ceviche is you need to cut it into bite-sized chunks. You don't want big chunks, you want little bite-sized pieces that are going to be in proportion to the veggies that you put in it. And then you can get as creative as you possibly want with the veggies you put in it as well. Red onion, shallots, yellow onion, sweet onion, whatever you want. But kind of a basic to go by is definitely red onion, cucumber, and tomato. You see it in almost every single ceviche, as well as cilantro or coriander, some salt, pepper. If you guys are into heat like I am, you can put in some jalapeno or whatever, chili pepper or whatever you may like. I know a lot of people actually put in a little bit of garlic or clam juice. Clam juice gives it that nice seafood flavor and is a really good way to add salinity to your ceviche as well. And like I said, nice little bite-sized pieces. Oh, and one thing that people will also add that you guys are gonna see me is bell pepper. So green, orange, red, whatever you like. And you know, getting those colors in there is what's really gonna make your dish pop as well. Just getting the contrast of the green, the yellow, the red. And then this avocado you could put in your ceviche. I've seen people do that as well, but I'm gonna use it for guacamole. There's nothing I think better or fresher than you can pair your ceviche with than some fresh guac. So we got some avocado, tomato, and then we're gonna go ahead and put in some cilantro, salt, pepper, red onion, and then you gotta have the fresh lime juice in your guacamole. How good does that look? That's the one thing I really like about ceviche and dishes like this is not only are they healthy, but they just look so appetizing with all those colors you get in there. So go ahead and give this a good mix. And then another cool thing is you don't, you know, if you really wanted to, you could put this into tacos, whatever it may be. One key thing that I forgot to add was when you're going to cook your fish or seafood in the lime juice, you want to let it sit in just the lime and lemon juice for about an hour and make sure you have enough juice to cover whatever seafood you're making. Then go ahead and add the rest of your ingredients because you want to have the lime juice actually cook it before. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Now let's get some B-roll. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you want to see more catch and cooks like this, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in that next video.